Joining us for a first on CNBC interview is Issam Kazim. He is the CEO of Dubai Tourism. Issam, thank you so much for joining us today as Dubai reopens its borders. Why has the decision been made to reopen Dubai, particularly when this country has seen more than 50,000 confirmed coronavirus cases and the risk of infection here is still so high?
I think first and foremost, I want to start off by saying that my thoughts go out, of course, to all those who have been affected by this pandemic. I think as everyone knows, we're very excited about this because tourism, of course, is a key pillar for Dubai. And the way that we've seen it, we've approached it from the perspective of having a phased approach of making sure that we are handling the pandemic and making sure that we have a good check and control in place, and then also making sure that we are gradually and easily opening up slowly the markets, because after all, we want to make sure that there is some sort of normalcy that we can go back to as soon as, but as smartly as possible.
Issam, will there be a list of countries that are allowed to visit Dubai or a list of nationalities that will allow to be entering the country, or will it be open for everyone? You'll recall that Europe banned the United States from entering as a result of its handling of the pandemic. Are we going to see similar measures, similar bans being enacted here in Dubai?
What we're doing at this stage is that we're actually trying to make sure that we have our measures in place, because again, safety, security, and now of course health and well-being is the paramount priority for us. So as long as the passengers traveling in are disclosing any health symptoms before they travel by filling out a health declaration form, which the airline companies are handing out to them, and also everyone at the Dubai airports traveling through Dubai airports are thermally screened on arrival. Also, if they have a valid COVID-19 negative certificate, which is valid up to about 96 hours, otherwise they can actually undergo PCR testing here. And also the tourists, for example, who are negative, of course, can go through, and who are not, they will have to go through a quarantine process. But when it comes to the list of countries, this again is something that we are studying and analyzing on a day-by-day basis. But we want to make sure that the measures of these checks are in place.
What type of numbers are you expecting? Of course, right now in Dubai, it's pretty hot outside. We're in the peak of the summer. No doubt a lot of travelers concerned about the spread of the virus around the region and in this country as well. I know Dubai was expecting 20 million visitors in 2020. Is that number realistic now, or have we had to scale back some expectations?
Again, I think we have to be realistic in what's happened on a global scale, right? I mean, it's not something that any one of us would have imagined. So what we've done is, of course, we still are very confident, or as I can say, optimistic in a growth surge, and of course we have to be. So what we've done is we've made sure that during this period of time, we want to make sure that Dubai remains top of mind. So we've launched several campaigns. One of them starting off during the beginning of the COVID period. It was literally just showing the world that we're together. It's solidarity message. We're in this together. We're all taking a pause right now, and taking a break from travel, but we are in this together. We followed that up with a we will see you soon campaign, which was more about throwbacks and memories of what travelers and tourists enjoyed in Dubai. And very soon, because we know that people are getting a bit anxious, they're running up the search, looking at the next destination. They want to get out. They've been locked up in their homes for quite some time, so they want to go back up and about again. So we have soon to kick off something called the Ready When You Are, showing them that we too have been preparing to receive you, and we have all the checks and measures in place. So for us, again, like I said, it is a opportunity to make sure that people are aware, and this has helped us again to rise up on the search lists across different digital platforms, which means that this has been getting the positive impact that we were after. And also, of course, we've worked with our friends and visitors of Dubai, whether they're influencers or others, by engaging with them on several platforms and as well as offline, to ensure that we remain positively growing towards these numbers in the future.
And Issam, briefly, we do have to ask you, from the Emirates perspective, if an overseas visitor now comes to Dubai, they're currently not able to go down to Abu Dhabi to go visit the Louvre. What has been the capital's reaction to the reopening of Dubai for tourism? And do you see greater harmony and some clearer organisation between the Emirates so that tourists can visit both?
For us, of course, we've always worked very closely and very hand in hand with all the Emirates. This is something that I think each emirate has a unique proposition for tourists. And the great thing is the connectivity and the short travel distance between the Emirates makes it very easy and a lot more fruitful for any traveler coming to the UAE. So from a Dubai perspective, of course, we put our measures in place, which again aligns with the UAE's overall approach. But I guess every emirate also has their own methods of reopening, their own plans and strategies of reopening as well. So as far as Dubai is concerned, we know that the effective testings that have been taken in place and also the airport measures that they have done, as well as the airlines, the measures that they're taking, as well as the hotels. As Dubai has received recently the safe travel certification from the WTTC, we are also putting our own stamp of verification to the properties and the entities and the establishments that actually are following the strict guidelines that we have in place to ensure the public and the visitors' health and safety is of utmost importance.
Issam Kazim, CEO of Dubai Tourism, thanks so much for your time. We do appreciate it.